Hey guys, it's Oluvids, and first off, I'd like to start off with a little welcome to the couple of subscribers that recently checked out my channel. So yeah, I hope you continue to enjoy my content, and yeah, thanks for subscribing. And of course, you can subscribe too if you want to, if you haven't. But I hope you enjoy, and yeah. And so for this video, I'm going to be assuming that you know Kingdom Hearts at least somewhat, or at least play Kingdom Hearts, or know who everyone is. I'm not really going to be explaining everything in Kingdom Hearts because it's a long series, so I'm gonna assume that you kind of know what's going on already. Kingdom Hearts, the crossover between Final Fantasy and Disney, has been my favorite franchise since I started playing around 2010. Among its many likable Disney, Final Fantasy, and original characters, Riku has always been my favorite. I feel like he's one of the few characters that go through a long character arc, as well as being one of the most active characters in the series. However, I feel like the latest entry, Kingdom Hearts 3, has failed to do anything interesting with this character. I feel like that final portion of his character arc was wasted. But before I discuss his lacking arc in Kingdom Hearts 3, I'm going to discuss each of his character arcs for every game. In the original Kingdom Hearts, Riku is the boy who seeks to leave the prison surrounded by water, also known as Destiny Islands, to explore and see new worlds far from his own. When the islands are consumed by darkness, Riku was then sent to Hollow Bastion. In exchange for Kairi's safety, Maleficent ordered Riku to collect the other princesses of Heart from different Disney worlds. Eventually, Ansem then makes a deal with him, which is to grant Riku more power. However, in exchange, he had to let Ansem possess him. After Sora sacrificed himself, Riku held Ansem back in order to let Kairi and the others escape, and eventually he regains control, and with the help of Mickey, he closes the door on the side of darkness. He gave his last request to Sora, which was to take care of Kairi. In KH1, Riku shows that he will basically do whatever it takes to save his friends, even if it destroys him in the process. Whether it's stealing princesses or sacrificing his body, he'll basically do anything to save his friends. And that's established from the very first game. So then, after being separated from Mickey in the Realm of Darkness, he continued to try his best to resist the darkness and Ansem's influence. This, however, limits his power, and he's constantly being pushed to use his dark powers by many different people. He's also constantly attacked by a replica of himself. Let's just call him Repliku. So Repliku is a clone of Riku that fully embraces the darkness and often tries to tempt Riku to do the same. And eventually, Naminé tells him that if he wants to see his friends again, he's gonna have to accept his darkness. And upon hearing this, Riku uses the darkness to break free from Zexian's illusions. And when Zexian tried to shame Riku for using the darkness, Riku exclaims, "I know who I am," which shows that he accepts that he isn't a pure warrior of light. However, he isn't fully engulfed in darkness either. After finally resisting Ansem, Diz presents him with two choices: the road to light and the road to darkness. However, Riku says that neither suits him. He decides to take the middle road, the road to dawn. This point of the story is also where he begins the necessary process to bring Sora back from his slumber. Sora's memories have not only been altered, but his original memories are now residing within Roxas and Xion. Soon, he'll once again show how much he'll sacrifice for his friends. In this point of the story, Riku begins to track down Roxas and Xion. He gets to Xion first, and he explains that he needs her and Roxas in order to bring his best friend back. And while Xion is more accepting of his plan and agrees to go back to Sora, Roxas wasn't as accepting as she was. Eventually, Xion tried to fight Roxas in response to his resistance, but is killed by his hand. When she died, she was able to return to Sora. However, every memory of her was erased from everyone's mind. But let's get back over to Riku. After Roxas leaves Organization 13, he is intercepted by Riku, and they get into a big fight. Roxas, barely clinging on to Xion's memory, had the resolve to defeat Riku in the Keyblade fight. And then, Riku decides to use Ansem's power, even if it changes him forever. So Riku is basically willing to give in to his deepest fear in order to bring Sora back. It just shows how much he cares for his friends. So, he's been avoiding Ansem for almost a year now, and he's willing to just give up all of that progress in order to save Sora, in order to just wake Sora up, he'll give up anything for his friends, basically. So after Roxas is defeated, they stuff him in the Matrix and and begin restoring Sora's memory. So in Kingdom Hearts 2, Sora's memory repair was a success. However, Riku is long gone. Because of the fact that he gave in to Ansem once again, he didn't want to be found. So he opted to help Sora by leaving clues without ever interacting with him. Eventually, the Destiny Alliance trio finally reunites, and Sora tells him that it doesn't matter what he did in the past, and that they're still friends. While Riku was still ashamed of all the things that he's done, he reluctantly stays with the group, rather than leaving forever to reside in solitude. Later on, Ansem the Wise's machine turns Riku back to normal and they go on to defeat Xemnas. However, the confrontation leaves him and Sora stranded in the realm of darkness. It's at this point that we get a better look at what Riku struggles with. He says that he's jealous of Sora, and that he wishes he could be more like him. While Sora simply follows his heart and does what he feels is right, Riku always second-guesses everything, and is always questioning if what he's doing is right, even if he had good intentions. Riku also has a lot of self-hate and self-doubt, because of how even though he did what he needed to do, in the end it always causes pain to other people. However, when Sora simply does what he feels is right, it's always the most noble and heroic thing to do. I honestly wonder what Sora might have done in Riku's position, in terms of ending lives of others in order to bring someone else back. So yeah, while Riku has good intentions, all he wants to do is to help Sora and Kairi, but he does all of these horrible things in order to do it, and he gives himself up in order to do it, so he's always faced with that dilemma on, like, should he be doing this, or, you know, should he just focus on bringing his friends back no matter what? And I don't know what Sora would have done if he had to kill people in order to bring Riku back. Like, I don't know if he would have actually done it. Anyway, let's continue on. After they find the door to light and return home, Sora and Riku take the Mark of Mastery. However, they do it differently from the other Keyblade wielders. They are tasked with traveling through the sleeping worlds. Riku's notable developments are when he finally defeats the Ansem that's been lurking in his heart, and when he dives into Sora's heart to save him once more. For the first time, Riku is able to save Sora without causing harm to anyone else. He gains the strength to protect what matters, and is able to follow his heart to do what is right. Now Kingdom Hearts 3 is where things get weird. Riku in KH3 kinda feels like an afterthought. He doesn't go through any development, and he doesn't even get anything done at all. Mickey and Riku's main task is to save Aqua. However, not only did they spend the entire game on that one mission, they weren't even the ones that saved her in the end. All they had to do was wait for Sora, and he came in and saved the day. Now at first I thought that there might not be anything left for Riku's character in KH3, but then I remembered Repliku. They had a perfect opportunity to have Riku in a mentor role. Not only did he become a Keyblade Master, but now Repliku has returned and is seeking answers. However, the weird thing is, it seems like Repliku is the one saving regular Riku. The only thing that regular Riku reaps for Repliku is his broken Keyblade. You know what? Actually, now that we're talking about his Keyblade, how exactly did he get the new Keyblade? How does Braveheart reflect Riku's character in his design? And why did getting a new Keyblade literally do nothing? Anyway, they also act like Sora's the only one that could do anything. Yes, I know that Sora's the key to saving everyone, but are we gonna forget the fact that Riku passed the Mark of Mastery, therefore giving him the power of waking? Jensen never said that it was only Sora that would be getting new powers, however he's the only one that uses it. During the end of the game, Kairi dies and Sora decides to use the power of waking one last time and ends up disappearing because of it. It honestly would have been a lot smarter if they just let Riku use the power of waking and they'd live happily ever after. But I guess we just can't have an ending for this series. While I feel like Riku hasn't really done anything in this game, hopefully he can get something to do next game. I think a true mentor role for him would be the best way to continue his character. Maybe he can be a mentor to Yozora or something, but who knows. So yeah, Riku has been shown to just be like somehow the most, in a weird way, the most loyal friend you could ever have. Like, this guy sacrifices literally everything for Sora and Kairi. Alright, so this is like the first time I've ever done like a character study video. I like watching these a lot, so I decided, hey, why not do my own on my favorite Kingdom Hearts character? So yeah, that was why I think Riku was wasted, and a little character study, or maybe just a character summary. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Feel free to put your opinions in the comments. If you think that he was great in Kingdom Hearts 3, please tell me why. I'd like to know, because this was like my opinion. I feel like he was wasted, but I mean, if you guys think he was really good, and bring up any points, or if you can bring up anything from his character that I neglected to mention, bring it up in the comments, or it's any reason why you may like or dislike Riku, or maybe if you like Sora better than Riku. Alright, so yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. See you next time.